Greetings one and all, welcome to the kitchen here today. So I'm going to be making a nice pizza here, yeah. So doing a bit of dough work, so I'm up nice and early, give this time to prove, rise. So yeah, I'm going to be making a Margherita pizza, so a nice, simple recipe. So in my bowl here, I'm just making enough dough here for one pizza, so that won't even be a big large pizza, it's sort of probably a small to medium sized pizza, that's all I want to make. So accordingly, if you want to make more, like bigger pizza or more than one pizza, just double or triple these ingredients. And if you only want to make one pizza, you can make more and freeze the dough. Freeze the dough for later use, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I've got 1 cup of plain flour, and into that I'm going to add just half a teaspoon just of salt. Now I'm going to be using instant yeast this morning, so because of that I can put this straight into the flour. I don't have to start it first. And a bit of water and a bit of sugar, but I am still going to add a little bit of sugar to my dough mix. Yes, not too much, just about a teaspoon. And the other thing I need to add to my dough is just a little bit of olive oil, and for this amount I'm just going to use probably about half a tablespoon. I'll just make a little bit of a well there in the middle. And I've got here 1 cup of water, but we're probably not going to need all that. That's just slightly warm water. So we'll just start with a little bit at a time and see how we go. And once it can sort of pull away from the sides like that, we'll get a bit of flour on our bench. Get our dough on there. And yeah, we're just going to, I'm doing mine by hand obviously, so if you've got a machine, by all means use that, but what I'm going to do is just knead this, and because I'm doing it by hand I need to give it a good kneading, probably at least 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and a little bit of flour as we need to, and yeah, a good kneading. So basically we're just stretching it out, folding it, stretching it out, folding it, stretching it out, stretching it out, folding, stretching. You get the picture. So I'll get on with that. Alrighty, so yeah, I've got my dough here into a ball. I've been kneading it away for about 10 minutes, and you can just sort of tell when it's ready. It starts getting really springy and elastic, like if I put my finger in that, it sort of just bounces back. And yeah, that'll do me. So what I've got here is another clean bowl. And I'm just going to add a little bit more olive oil to that, just a little bit, and sort of just skim it around a bit. And yeah, I'm just going to stick my ball of dough in there, just sort of rub it around, cover it all up, make sure it goes up the sides a bit. And it's all over that dough. And that's it, we're just going to let that rise now. So I'll just cover it and leave it in a warm spot, which my kitchen is today. So leave that for probably 2 hours, or at least until it doubles in size. Alrighty guys, so yeah, my dough is rising away nicely there. So I just thought while that's doing that, I'll make a bit of tomato sauce for my pizza. So what I've got here is, I've got some whole peeled Italian tomatoes, just canned ones. And I'm just going to use like a couple of those. And I don't want too much of that juice. It doesn't matter if a bit goes in with it, but and because I'm only making one pizza, just 2 of those like that will be plenty. And I'll use the rest of that can for something else. Now with tomato, of course, sugar always goes nicely. I'll just put a little bit in there, about half a teaspoon. Same as salt, goes well with tomatoes, just a little bit. And I like a nice garlicky sauce, so you know I love my garlic. So I'm going to put in 2, 3, about 4 cloves of garlic, like so. And I'm just going to whiz that up. So it's a very, very simple tomato sauce, nothing fancy about it at all. Now I did forget something. To that I did actually want to put in a little bit, just about half a tablespoon of tomato paste as well, just to give it a little bit more depth. It's not quite as simple as I said. One more thing to go in there. I was wondering why it was staying so watery. Answer that question. Alright, let's try again. Alrighty, so I've just got my pizza dough here that's been sitting there for a couple of hours, and it has risen quite nicely. So I'm just going to take that out, and we'll just sort of punch a bit of that air out of it. And what I'll do, I'll start just sort of rolling it out a little bit with a little bit of flour. And I'm going to do this by hand, I'm not actually going to use a pin or anything. But the idea, of course, is to stretch it out as far as we can into roughly a pizza circle shape. So we'll see how we go. You just got to keep stretching it, playing around with it. Good, nice and thin. So I've just oiled a little tray here. I'm just going to whack my pizza onto that, like so, and just spread it around a bit more. Try not to. And obviously, if you're an expert at this, you can spin it around and get it into exact circle. I can't do that. No idea how to do it, so I just sort of do it by feel. As long as sort of roughly a circle, that'll do me. Alrighty. Let's get a bit of my, now I have got the oven preheating to its hottest setting, which on my little crap box here is about 250 degrees. I'll just put a bit more on there. Just a bit worried about that bit. Right, I'll get a bit of my tomatoey garlicky sauce. Plonk a bit in the middle and just spin it around. And the thing with this sort of pizza is you don't want to over sauce it. It's a very, very simple pizza. And we're just going to leave obviously a rim around the edge. Alright, that looks pretty good. Plenty of chunky bits of garlic there. I like that. If you don't like garlic in chunks like that, just keep processing it away. Alright, next thing to our Margherita pizza is I've got just a little bit of fresh parmesan. So I like a bit of parmesan on mine, so I'm just going to grate a bit of that over. Again, we're not going silly with the amount of ingredients. It's all about balance with this. So that's plenty there. Get rid of that chunky bit. One for the cook. Now for a Margherita pizza, the other thing we need is some mozzarella, and we just sort of tear bits off and just spread them over. Alrighty, looks like plenty. Now you can go, I've got some fresh basil here, and you can go two ways with the basil. You can put it on when you're finished, just fresh, but I actually like mine cooked. And of course you can do both, which I might do yet, I'll see how I feel. But I am going to have some of my basil on here for the cooking as well. Got some more there, yep. So don't be stingy with the basil. It's all part of the pizza ingredient for this one, which I'm trying to think the name of. I keep thinking it's Neapolitano, but it's not. It's, what am I making? Margherita. So that's pretty good. And there we have it. That's our pizza ready to go in the oven. So I'm just still waiting for that oven to get up to its hottest temperature, and as soon as it is, I'll whack it in and we'll see how we go. What I might actually do as well, since I've still got a little bit of olive oil, is just brush a bit around this crust as well.
Alrighty, so my pizza's cooked. Yeah, it only took about 7 or 8 minutes on that really hot oven. So yeah, I've cut her up as you saw. Let's try a bit. So my cheese is all nice and melty. My sauce is good. My crust is yummy. Nice and cooked underneath. Nice bit of colour on the crust there. Let's try a bit. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, yum. Alright guys, I'm calling that a fantastic success. The dough is just beautiful. Those simple toppings are just delicious. The tomato, the cheese, and the basil. You don't need anything else. It's not to say I wouldn't make one with other toppings, but man, it's gonna be hard to beat that. That is just delicious. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching as always, and thanks to those who've subscribed to the channel. Can I just ask, if you haven't subscribed and you enjoyed this video or want to see some others, can you hit the subscribe button? If you hit that little notification bell button, you'll get notified when new videos are up. There's a big library of past videos. Check out some of those, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.